Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. As part of this session, we will see BW4 HANA system walkthrough. Meaning, most of you guys might be aware that the latest and greatest version of the BW version is BW4 HANA 2.0, you can say. So, or we generally call it as BW4 HANA. So, if you take 100 SAP customers who is working on BW projects or who has BW system, most of those BW system uh, 5 years back or 10 years back or 7 years back, it was running on non-HANA database such as DB2, um, MySQL, and any other database. Right now, out of those 100 BW system, more than 90% of the system has moved to BW on HANA, meaning their backend database has been migrated from non-HANA database to HANA database. Now we call that system as BW on HANA system, correct? So, and again, there are many clients who has taken a step forward and moved from BW on HANA to BW for HANA, or else if at all any new customers or any new client who is approaching SAP and they wanted to implement a new BW greenfield implementation, that time what SAP is suggesting, go with BW for HANA in most of the cases, correct? So today we will see or we will run through the BW for HANA system. We belong it to that system both to the SAP GUI and also to the Eclipse or SAP HANA Studio and see how exactly it will look and feel. Okay, and on this BW for HANA specific topic, if at all you have any doubts in future, you can always feel free to comment in this video so that I will make a dedicated video on that particular topic. Okay friends, let us get into the system and walk through the BW for HANA. Let's start the session. I'm getting into my remote desktop wherein I have my BW for HANA system configured. As you can see over here, I am going into SAP logon pad wherein there are two systems configured, out of which one system is BW for HANA. Okay, so I am logging to the system. Enter your credentials. This is how your SAP GUI look like any other version of SAP, either it is BW or ECC. Now I am going into RSA1. As a BW consultant, most of the time we will spend our time, most of us we will spend our time in RSA1, right? I am going into RSA1. So conventional BW system or BW on HANA system, if you remember in the left hand side, we used to see the modeling perspective or modeling section. Now the modeling section is not there. We have a section called administration. Okay, under modeling you used to able to see the source system as one of the component, process chain as one of the component. Okay, now that modeling section has been removed, your info provider, info object section has been completely moved to your Eclipse based HANA Studio. Okay, now you see in RSA1, currently I am in RSA1, you are able to see administration tab. Under administration tab you have subsection called process chains, source system. You can expand source system and you will be able to see the source system which has been configured. You see there are these many source system. There are some ODP based extractor or ODP based source system has been created. At the same time, you have another type of source system supported when you are running on BW for HANA, such as you can create a connection to SAP HANA information view. You can also create a connection to SLTQ. You can also create a connection to ABAP CDS views. You can also create a connection to SAP business by design. You can also create a connection to other context, and obviously our BW or BW on HANA or BW for HANA system will support flat file source system, correct? At the same time, you can also create a source system connection which is pointing to your backend HANA database specific schema. And if at all you have smart data access configured in your landscape, you can also create a source system connection to those SDA systems too. And also you can also create a source system connect to your tenant database, which is your backend HANA. and also if there is any big data or Hadoop or Hive system are connected or present in your landscape, and if at all you have a license, you can also create a source system connection to this big data, okay, under this big data folder. So that is source system. And under monitoring, SAP has given different option. Either you can do process chain monitoring or different types of job monitoring, such as process monitoring, process chain monitoring, BWCCMS monitoring, workload monitoring, and HANA remote subscription monitoring. Okay, so there are some remote subscription which are being configured to do the real-time updation from another databases. It can be HANA database or non-HANA database. All those things, if at all you are created in any query to load the data to the cache, you can also monitor that. And analysis, authorization, metadata search or documentation, can do the remodeling. And there is one more important task. You see, there are some housekeeping tasks which we as a BW consultant will do, or somebody who is working in managing the productive environment will take care of that, such as cleansing a PSA, cleansing unused request, all those things. You can see there's a dedicated section given on BW4HANA now. And under current settings folder, you can see you can maintain different system setting, global settings we can say, such as currency conversion type, unique conversion type, and time characteristics and other system parameter can be maintained over here. Okay, so that is under administration. Like even on BW on HANA or BW4HANA, we have a transport connection, wherein the transport connection option which we generally used to do what? We generally used to um, we generally used to do the management of transport or collecting an object, right? We do have that option. And now we have a documentation which is like a older version, and we do have a BI content. Like any version of BW, SAP provide the standard object. If at all you wanted to use that object, you have to first activate by coming to BI content. Even on BW4HANA also, you do have that settings in place. Okay, and you have a translation where you can maintain the different text in different language for each of the object. You can do that. And metadata repository, this is the place where you can find the metadata associated with each and every object. This is what your RSA1 looks like. Okay, whereas all the modeling options, the creating of an info object, creating a DSO, creating a cube. Now on obviously on BW4HANA we do not have the conventional BW object supported such as DSO and cube. You will always have to go with the HANA optimized objects such as advanced DSO, composite provider, open ODSO view, and info object. Only these four types of info providers or modeling objects are possible. And along with that, you can always create a BIX report and stuff like that. So if at all you are coming, you are there in an industry from very long time, you know, right? We'll be using uh, the BIX query designer to create a BIX report. Now, even with introduction of BW on HANA, BIX query designer, you can create a BIX report using BIX query designer, which was a old tool, or else you can also create a BIX queries from your HANA Studio. Start using HANA Studio so that you will be very much comfortable with that. And again, we do have RSRT transaction code, wherein you can use this T code to execute the queries which you have created from SAP GUI. And we should also have RSPCM. It's a dedicated transaction to monitor your process chain if at all you are from the run team or support team background, wherein your day-to-day responsibility would be monitoring the process chain and ensure the data load is going as expected. Okay, and we should have RSD1 transaction code. I believe RSD1 transaction code is not existed now, meaning uh, the viewing, the info object can be done only in the backend, not in the Eclipse, not in the backend. Okay, and obviously you should have SC37, SM37, all those transaction code built in place to work on your SC37. Obviously, you know, to manage your function models and stuff like that, and SC38 is the T code for your running the program and all. Okay, and yes, the look and feel of the system has been changed. If you want to still go with the conventional theme of SAP or the classical theme, you can always change the theme so that you are not getting confused with the theme changes. Okay, now let us get into the HANA Studio and try to see the different options what we see over there. There's no much difference in HANA Studio part when you compared BW for HANA and BW on HANA, because the options remain same. Now if you see, I have already configured the system, but let me show how can I configure the system from the scratch. I'm deleting the configured system from here. Okay, I'm deleting the systems, and if you want to create a connection to your BW system, first thing is you have to choose BW modeling perspective, this icon. If that icon is not there, you can use open perspective, and there will be a pop-up window appear. Here you have to choose BW modeling. Okay, I'm choosing BW modeling, and this perspective, I'm in this perspective. Now I have to create a BW project. What exactly is a BW project? BW project is something like you are going to create a connection to your BW system, and also configuring your credentials, user ID and password. Click on BW project. It will show the systems which you have already configured in your BW logon pad or SAP logon pad. I'm choosing my BW on HANA system and click on next. Enter the credentials. So it will create a BW project. You see, the BW project has been created pointing to BW4 system and client and red. The user ID is ban and the login language is English. Okay, expand this, and yeah, now you will be able to see your info areas. There are three main sections. If you see, the favorite is the favorite object which you have marked, or the mark object which you have marked as a favorite will appear over here. And BW repository, this is almost like your modeling perspective of your backend. You'll be able to see all the info areas. Under info area, you'll be able to see all the objects starting from info object, ADSO, composite provider, open ODSO view, including BEX. Okay, so now you can expand any one info area. I will go ahead and expand the info area which I have created, and under that you can see I have also have a sub layer called layer 1, and under that I have an advanced DSO, and advanced DSO is associated with the transformation and DTP. Okay, everything you can see over here. And main thing what has been changed in BW for HANA is, earlier on BW on HANA, when you create a transformation, it will be showing the backend SAP logon screen, wherein you are able to see the typical classical the mapping of the transformation. Correct. Now the transformation part also in BW for HANA, they have made it Eclipse based modeling, so you can able to see over here. This is how your transformation look like, and if you see rules, you'll be able to see the rules. Earlier it was a classical mapping, you used to have source box and target box, you have to drag and drop. Here you have to do the mapping using this Eclipse based new user interface. Okay, and DTP also in the BW on HANA or till BW on HANA system, you are able to see the classical theme. Now even for the DTP also, SAP has changed the UI, wherein you have to manage everything using this Eclipse or HANA Studio based UI. There is no classical UI, because in RSA1 you do not able to see the conventional DTP screen or the modeling screen in RSA1. Correct. For that reason, all the modeling object has been now replaced, or there is an alternative screen given by SAP wherein you have to go and manage. Okay, so maybe I will create a dedicated video on how exactly you can create a transformation in BW4 HANA, how to do the mapping, how to create a formula, how to do the direct assignment, how to write a routine like start routine, end routine, expert routine, field level routine. Okay, and this is what your BW repository look like, which is exactly same as your modeling in BW on HANA or conventional BW. Under data source, you will be able to see all the source systems. Okay, by grouping or the type of your source system, possible type of source system or folder, and you can expand that, and you can expand a specific source system, and the data source bin has been mapped as an under like are grouped by the application component, I can say. And you will be able to see all the types of data source. It can be a ODP data source, or it can be data source based on flat file, or any other data source you can manage. So even to replicate metadata, you have to do from here, and you can create, activate, do some changes, and maintain delta properties from BW for HANA this screen only, or the HANA Studio or Eclipse. Okay, so Hopefully, as part of this small introductory session or walkthrough session for our BW4 HANA system, you got to know a good understanding of what exactly has been moved from RSA1 to HANA Studio or Eclipse based tool, and what are the new features, and where you can manage your objects and stuff like that. In the coming videos, I will be creating a detailed videos on each and every component, all the way from creating an info object till the reporting, doing the modeling, reporting, creating a process chain, scheduling a process chain and all. So if at all any of you guys are looking for online training on BW, BW on HANA, BW for HANA, or BW ABAP, native HANA, HANA related SQL and hybrid modeling scenarios, and how can you do the migration from migration of model from BW to BW on HANA optimized model, or BW on HANA to BW for HANA. If at all you are looking for these kind of project specific scenarios or online training on a specific modules of SAP, you can contact me on my mail ID, that is venugopalmn1988 at the rate gmail.com. At the same time, you can also call me or WhatsApp me on my personal mobile number, which is +91 followed by 97399883992. Okay, so thank you so much, friends. Have a good one. Also, if at all you are looking for any mentorship on your project specific use case, or any uh, guidance on your existing use case what you might be working on, you can also reach out to me, so that I will be in a position to help you. Thank you so much, guys, and have a good one.